Lady Oshun, we are at your church, well, Esoteric Teaching Center.
Yes, this is...
It feels like a church, though.
It is. Well, you know, it's a sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
It's a sanctuary.
All right.
And some people refer to it as a church, some people refer to it as the temple, some people refer to it as the center. So whatever is comfortable for the individual, whatever they, you know, however they see it, but they run in here for peace and tranquility, wisdom and knowledge.
Now, at your Esoteric Teaching Center, looking at that little piece of glass right there with that lens, and where are we located?
We are at 3074 East 79th Street, between Coles Avenue and South Shore Drive, right on the corner of the alley. Big sign outside says the Temple of Divine Love. Temple
of Divine Love. And I have, because people may have seen these we haven't been here in a year, right?
It's been
like February last year.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, time, it sounds so corny, but time goes by so fast. Well, I want people to, because this is a non-profit institution, because Public Access watches me to see if I'm going to cross the line of advertising. You're inviting people to come here. And to learn,
to grow, and to fellowship with us.
And I'm going to put the address on the screen. But if you see the lake, you go past into the lake, you done gone too far.
Absolutely.
You're on 79th Street.
Before you get to the lake, the last street before you get to the lake.
You get to the bus stop, the bus turnaround over there, you done passed. It's right before you get to the bus turnaround.
Right.
And it's a little storefront.
Right.
And I made sure I have to maybe show the outside of it. And they come on in. Now, when they come here on Sunday, is it Sunday morning?
Sunday afternoon, 12:30. And
12:30.
12:30.
Wow.
Most people are on CP time, and a lot of people go to the larger churches.
Right. They'll start
early in the morning, and then they come here for knowledge.
So they can go to the early service at their traditional church, and they'll come see you.
And they'll come here because they want to learn. They go there for praise and music. Right. They come here for knowledge.
But what are you teaching here that they're not teaching at the traditional? And it's no conflict now, right?
No, absolutely not.
What are you teaching here that's not being taught at traditional church?
Actually, I don't know what they teach at the traditional church, but what we teach here is how to have life, and that life more abundant. We teach creative living. We teach healing. We teach a variety of things, and we honor almost every religion. So-called religion there is. We're not churchianity, but we do honor Jesus the Christ. We honor Buddha, Muhammad, Krishna. We honor Orunla, and we honor all the Orishas. And we teach of the basics of the basic mystic aspect of most major religions.
That's what the esoteric teachings come in, right?
Right.
Now, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, Hebrew, Israelite. You are welcome.
Absolutely.
If you say you don't believe in God, you are agnostic, atheist, you're welcome.
You're absolutely welcome, because there's still universal laws, whether you believe in a creator or you believe in the creation.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Now, but it's a paradox, because people will say, well, Reverend Meek's got he's down the street over here on the expressway. He got the big giant hockey arena church off the expressway.
Bless him.
Yeah, bless him, yeah. So they say he must be teaching something better than you, because he has the big church, a hockey arena, and you have a storefront.
He might be, but I don't teach politics. I don't. And people who come here are sincere students of truth. They're not coming to be seen. They're not coming for show. They're coming because they have a sincere desire for self-actualization.
No, I say that because, people, it is a paradox, because we always see if a person has a Chrysler 300, they got a big giant Escalade, they got a Bentley, that means they must have some wisdom since they got the Bentley.
No, what they have is some slick stuff. They're being slick, and they're slicking people out of their money. I am non-salaried, and I pay tithes just like everybody else. So I don't drive a Bentley. I don't have a mansion on the North Shore. I'm right here in the neighborhood. I have been, and I've been doing this as a labor of love for 40 years.
Now, for years they used to call you the Oracle.
Yeah.
If those of you who saw the old movie The Matrix, it's been a few years since The Matrix was out when it first came out. that Neo, the character in the Matrix, he had to go see this lady who looked something like you.
Yeah.
In this project-looking building for some wisdom.
Absolutely.
So it is like, it's like you being, and you're like, you may be the one. You might be the one. And you have to come see the oracle for some wisdom. So it's like coming, it's kind of crazy, but it's you come to see Lady Oshun. It's like seeing the oracle. Are you the oracle?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
I'm not the Oracle of Delphi, but I'm the Oracle of the Discovery Zone here in North America.
You're the oracle.
Yes.
So when people is thinking wisdom and knowledge and understanding, they need to add, they need some answers.
Absolutely.
They need some direction. It's like we this show's going to air probably April or May, but a few months ago when they had the Chris Brown incident, he slapped around. Oh, I don't know. Allegedly, he beat his girlfriend up,
right.
Rihanna, and I've met Rihanna and Chris Brown because in my line of work, you know. And so, nice young people, but those things happen.
Yes.
But if a Chris Brown or your son and daughter, your granddaughter, your grandson, if they had seek the wisdom of someone wiser or the oracle, you wouldn't be beating on your girlfriend.
Actually, what I do and what any other oracle or channel of God or Holy Spirit, however you want to call it, what we do is point out certain things in you that you should be aware of. If you have anger issues, I would point that. I couldn't tell you don't beat up your girlfriend. Mm-hmm. I could, but I probably wouldn't. Mm-hmm. But I would point out the fact that you have anger issues. You need to learn how to constructively channel that anger into a different way. And I would have talked to the young lady because I don't know the situation. I don't know either of them. I've never met them. I love his singing. But a lot of females will push buttons just to make you go off to get a reaction. And when they do that, then they feel like, you know, they've been brainwashed to think that a man who talks to you any kind of way and treats you any kind of way, that's love, and that's not love.
Yeah, but we can talk about love. Maybe we get to that later on.
No.
But the point is that you give readings.
Yes, I do. And in a reading, many things will come up. From our previous videos on YouTube, mm-hmm. I have had people call from all over the world who have been looking for answers. And a lot of the people that call me are very intuitive, or if you want to, you know, use the word psychic, they're very psychic themselves. But excuse me, everybody likes to test what is coming to them to see if what they're getting is authentic. You know,
that's true. I've done it.
You know, they wonder, is this my imagination or is this actual information that is valid? So a lot of people that call me for appointments, because I do it by appointment.
Yeah, you can't. This is a conjunction with the church.
Right.
You can't cross the line.
Right, I do it by appointment.
They watching me.
I'm not here all the time,
right.
So you have to call to make an appointment to come in. You know,
right. Come to church.
So
this is related to the church because people get nervous, man.
Okay, so when they
call, people on YouTube. This show runs on public access and they don't allow us to advertise. People get mad at me. They say, why you put up Lady Oshun's phone number? I couldn't call her. I said, we can't advertise. If I told you, Lady Oshun, it's 1995, you gotta have, we're running out of this stuff, people would buy. They will call, but we can't do that on public access. Right. The show, now, when we do some, in the YouTube, you're not really supposed to advertise per se, but that's a whole other ballgame. The point is that people need to come and learn these teachings.
And you know, people who've been my students for some time, they don't really need readings because I have developed them to a certain point where they can use their own intuitive tools. And also we teach Reiki healing. Wait.
For those who don't know what Reiki healing, explain it to people. Looking at your lens over there.
Reiki,
you're going to do all of this, right?
No.
All right.